welcome back to our reaction to Better Call Saul. Today...
And Happy New Year.
Oh, yes.
For those watching on YouTube, it's going to be a few weeks past the New Year. It probably will actually be February.
Happy New Year.
But yeah, Happy New Year.
Forgot that happened.
Yes, that's right.
It's 2025.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Welcome back.
Welcome back to everyone.
How was your Christmas?
Yeah.
And New Year. We took a little break, just like a week long there, where we weren't recording. So now we're back to it. We just took a break for the holidays. So I'm very excited because last time on Breaking Bad, what happened? Wait, Better Call Saul.
It's all just one.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Yeah, so murder as usual. Ponytail got X'd, and Nacho is forever in debt and in danger. So that sucks because he was trying to get out.
I wonder if he'll make it out of this whole situation alive.
I don't know.
Right.
But Gus has claimed him as his own spy or something.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Jesse a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I'm discovering that for the first time.
You got a little Jesse vibes.
That he is a very different character from Jesse, but he fills that role of kind of the young guy.
Who's in over his head. Kind of wants to get out, but just is kind of stuck where he is.
Right.
And he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I miss Jesse.
Sort of has like a little bit more of a, maybe pure is too strong of a word, but a little bit more of a conscience maybe.
Than Jesse?
No, just than everyone else.
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe. So what's interesting is I wonder if there will be at all a relationship between.
But no, I mean, he's been trying to kill people too, so I don't know.
If there will at all be a relationship between Mike and Nacho that continues, and then it will kind of be like the seedbed for the relationship between Mike and Jesse. Yeah, just, like this young guy who Mike takes under his wing and maybe is like his protector or something like that, as they're both employed for Gus. Kind of the position that he takes towards the end of Breaking Bad there. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out. And of course, Chuck is still dead.
He's still dead.
I don't think he's coming back.
He's really
It's not that kind of show. No.
Somehow Chuck returned.
He's gone. Don't even. Somehow Chuck returned. Howard is sad.
He's sad.
Jimmy is kind of like having an existential crisis.
Flailing around.
Yeah.
Going crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kim is just trying to survive at this point.
Seems that way, but she's more and more in love with Jimmy every day, and like his enforcer and defender, right? So yeah, I'm ready to see what happens next.
Ready?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, leave a comment letting us know your thoughts, and go check out our Patreon for early access and full-length uncut reactions featuring coughs from our child. Yeah. Without further ado.
Yeah, so if you watch uncut reactions, you're gonna get a lot more of those little background noises and things like that. But
little cameos.
Little cameos, yeah. And we try to edit as much as possible. But yeah, you might hear some sounds. So
part of the fun.
He's very awake right now. So all right. Let's get into this episode of Better Call Saul.
Someone might think you were up to something. No. No. I'm Jane.
This episode is
my references right now.
This episode is entitled Something Beautiful.
Ah, that sounds nice. Oh, here we go again with this thing. Chain thingy. This is Nacho, it looks like. What? No, it's not Nacho.
That was unpleasant.
Yes, it is Nacho.
No, it's Victor.
No, it's not Nacho.
I knew it was Victor.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was Victor. What is happening?
They're like staging a.
Weird.
They're like staging some sort of attack or something. I don't know, or some sort of tragedy.
Maybe they're framing.
They're trying to explain how the ponytail guy died. That's got to be it.
Oh. Wow.
This show is always so, like, intentional with the details. We're not just going to assume, or like make the audience assume that they just did something with the body. It's like they're going to show what they did with the body, and it's going to play into the story somehow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh, he has to be in the car too.
Oh, he's gotta get the... Oh!
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's crazy.
They're going so hard for this. There can't be any suspicion.
Gus is a careful man.
Can I make the call now?
Oh my gosh!
Gotta make it look real.
Oh my gosh.
Do it quick before you pass out.
Ouch.
What if I told you you could turn this piece of crap into $4 grand for each of us? Minimum. He's called the Merry Wanderer. He's not much to look at. He's pretty easy to find. I got this one at a pawn shop on 4th for 20 bucks. But he has a cousin called Bavarian Boy. Almost identical. Same umbrella, same swagger. That one is worth a boatload. Got it. To them, it's not Bavarian Boy. It's just some piece of junk Grandma gave me that I feel too guilty to get rid of. And that's where you come in. Now, this place I'm talking about, they're not exactly what you call security conscious. There's no cameras whatsoever. Their eyes are gonna pop when they see what we brung them. And they will pay through the nose, which we will split 50-50. So, that's perfect, right?
And how did you come
Something
across
beautiful.
this valuable wunderkind?
What difference does it make?
Guys in the office cross you? Done you wrong?
What? You're missing the point. It's free money. You walk by a 20 on the sidewalk? No, you pick it up.
Pass.
What? Why?
It's not for me.
He's not
And I
doing
don't think
small
it should
time
be
stuff.
for you either. I'm sorry about your brother.
Yeah, thanks. But you're really not gonna do this.
Sorry.
Yes, hello. I was wondering if Dr. Caldera had any openings today. As soon as possible. I have a very sick fish.
Ooh.
Those shoes look so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I don't think that they are very concerned with comfort.
No. They bend up so far.
Yeah, they like make your feet go like this. Like, I don't know.
Ooh, they're investigating. He could be dead. They could have killed him.
Wow.
Man, this sucks for him.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, he looks bad. Set it on fire. Wow.
Thanks. And thanks again for the lift. It's outside your job description, I know.
It's no problem. So, the acquisitions.
Yes, we'll need to draft contracts for the target banks. The idea is to have the agreements ready to go while we're doing due diligence.
You want me to start cracking on a draft when we're done here?
No, but thank you. I'll do the first pass and then you can proof it. Kevin, it's good to see you.
I heard you were here. Just want to say hi. Look at you. Baby bird with a broken wing.
Oh, it's fine. Doesn't even hurt.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? Look at this. The whole side of this building is glass, and it's on a north-facing lot. I'm told that's energy efficient, so I'm excited about that.
This is Salt Lake City?
After Provo, why not?
Cheyenne, Wyoming?
Yep. Over here, North Platte, Nebraska. Now, these two you already know. This one's gonna be Ogden, Utah, and this one here is Tucumcari. After that, I figure one out Las Vegas. Nevada, Reno too, Boise, Bend, Oregon, Eugene, Salem, all the way up to Portland. A bench or two on the outside. Kim, is there something wrong?
No, it's just, it's a lot. It's a very fast, aggressive expansion.
Kevin figures once we get our foothold in Utah, then we'll file for federal charter.
Yeah, we're really building something here. All your hard work is making a difference.
So, I can get the notes to you by EOD if that's okay.
Yeah, that's
I think
fine.
she's a little intimidated.
Do you have a sense when I should...
At first I thought
Actually,
she was...
you're right before. Why don't you take a stab at it and then I'll take a look.
Great, that works. I'll start on that right after I get you home.
Instead of taking me home, drop me off at the courthouse, would you?
Oh, I didn't realize you had an appearance today. I would have prepped.
No, I don't.
You don't?
Nothing to prep. Don't worry about it.
Wait. Hang on.
What? What? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I think you're right.
Yeah, that's Lane. That's weird. That's Lane from what is the show?
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls, right.
The fact that you had to pause it for this.
Well, I didn't recognize her. It was the voice.
That's so funny.
It was the voice.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, when you have a wife, sometimes you watch Gilmore Girls. That's all I'm going to say.
And then you end up liking it.
It's all right. Not to say that boys can't like Gilmore Girls, but yeah.
Boys.
Men.
Real men.
He didn't say.
Well, yeah, he's not into it. He's not into it or you're not into it. Give me that.
It doesn't work that way. No direct contact. That's the point.
Just give it to me. Yeah, I know where that is. Here. Uh-huh. In a half an hour. Yep. See, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but...
All right, Mr. McGill, you're all set.
All right, thank you very much. See you next time.
I hope she feels better soon.
He has to get a fish for the...
Oh my gosh.
Wait, that was his fish.
Can I help you?
That's so funny.
He looked mad.
Jesus.
Is he the only
Not here. Let me go grab my bag and tell my staff.
doctors type person that they can
Jesus.
contact? Like, do they not have anyone?
Oh man. He's having a rough go of it.
He's in shock. He has had blood loss. He's dehydrated.
Yeah.
He's had exposure to the sun.
Careful! Careful!
This job has really gotten him in a terrible place. Oh, wow, he's giving him blood. Dang. I guess they have the same blood type?
Well, there he is.
Did they check that? Or he
You
has a
woke
type
up.
that can donate?
That means my Spanish is good enough, and your Brenner over here is actually O negative. Okay. I had to leave a bullet in your shoulder. Might set off metal detectors from now on. Gave you a dose of broad-spectrum antibiotics. Let's see. Pulse is good. Now, sniff test says you probably didn't perforate your bowel. I can't be 100% sure you didn't get nicked. Now, if this starts to leak, you're gonna get the worst infection of your life. It's gonna hurt like hell, and then you're gonna die. So I advise you to go see a doctor that has some imaging tech. You should be okay.
I never pictured the
Understand?
twins helping someone.
It's not out of charity.
No, I know.
Good.
I never want to see you again. Never. This cartel shit is too hot for me. You got it?
I don't know. I feel like that guy, once you're in, you're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just say, oh, I'm out.
Is that the gun dealer? Why is he doing it with his ungloved hand? That was kind of dumb. Why'd he take off his glove for that?
This guy sleeps here. With the blinds open.
Maybe it's just tonight.
Why would... Yeah.
Like he was feeling sick at work and he didn't want to go home or something.
Wife kicked him out. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's me. Can we talk, please?
Yeah.
I just want to come home. Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry if you feel upset. It was not my intention for you to feel upset. My intention was for... Honey, it is top of the line. Then what is
He
the
bought
point?
something without telling her?
You're saying I'm a thoughtless, that I don't care, but it is a very, very expensive vacuum. It never loses suction. So what you're saying is I got to sleep in my office because I got you a gift? Lynette?
What?
It never loses suction.
Hello. Are you still delivering?
The glove
Yeah,
is
just
there.
a large cheese.
Oh, no.
Yes, sliced, please. Could you also throw in some dipping sticks?
Dipping sticks.
2
I got
ranch
dipping
and 1
sticks.
marinara.
How'd it go? Listen. Look, the office guy, he's here. What? He's dug in for the night, man. Come get me, or come get me.
Oh no.
Now, if you take out the little listener's guide that came with the program, you'll see a chart in there showing 4 quadrants I call the time management matrix. The keywords to understand are importance and urgency.
He just has to wait till he falls asleep.
Urgency comes from the environment. It presses upon you. Its proximate is right in front of you. And it's often very popular. It could be deep and...
Oh. Didn't he question why that happened?
Son of a bitch.
This is such a funny side mission.
Oh my gosh.
Hey!
Wouldn't it be funny if he got the wrong figurine? He took the same one.
Hey!
How you pulled that off?
Worked though, didn't it?
It's the new Marco.
Yes.
The Salamancas were hit.
Yesterday, on the way back from their pickup.
Do we know who?
Not yet. Vargas survived barely, but he couldn't see faces.
Someone knows our business.
Possibly.
It resembled the attack on Hector's truck a few months ago, and they knew the Salamanca men were heavy.
This is a problem. Find a local supplier on your side.
Side of the border. Cut a deal.
Don Juan, with all due respect, Don Eladio forbids buying from outsiders. It's been very clear.
Let me worry about it.
Eladio. Do it. Now.
He is leveraging everything to consolidate power on his side. That's crazy. Everything that he accomplishes in Breaking Bad was so deep-seated from the beginning. That's insane. It was the plan all along.
Oh my gosh!
Lutetium, vanadium, lanthanum, and osmium, and astatine, and radium, and golden protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium.
He reminds me of
Morden from Mass Effect.
What the heck? He totally does.
Oh, Mr. Frink.
Oh man.
I wasn't expecting you.
Was he already walking to go talk to this guy when he got the call? He like was right on schedule.
Oh, it's technical. I wouldn't want to bore you.
Oh, you wouldn't.
You know when you put salt into water, it dissolves? If you stir the water or heat
his
it,
smile,
you can
he
add
looks
more
so
salt than you
friendly.
could otherwise be. Oh, I tested your samples. They range from 39% to 58%
Wow, so bad.
pure, except this one, which hovers around 67. Top of the class, so to speak. You should tell the chemist to check his or her cookware. It's introducing contamination, which would be easy to avoid.
Oh, thank you very much, Gail. That's very useful information. I should let you get back to your work.
I don't want to cast aspersions, but I have to tell you, these samples aren't great. In fact, they're,
Okay, he's stealing his own
I
death.
wouldn't want to interfere with your studies.
These are my studies.
He's continually sealed his own death.
Please. It's the least I can do.
Well, he obviously is manipulating him into it. He wants him to do it. He knows he's the chemist
certain
for
that
it.
you wouldn't. You were meant for better things. I'll see you soon, Gail.
Bye, Mr. Frink.
He shuts him down there to make it so that it's something that he wants. It's a challenge that, you know what I mean? That he has to
There's holmium and helium and
acquire.
hafnium and erbium and thorium and platinum.
I need to learn this song.
Palladium, promethium, potassium,
Always the cereal.
A couple of things
No?
from talking to Howard.
The letter?
That maybe we ought to go through.
And let's get it over with. You know, rip the Band-Aid off, right? If I sign it, I get my share.
That's about the size of it.
So, how much do I get?
5,000.
5K. Yeah. I can pay off my MasterCard. What else you got?
It's from Chuck. Nobody knows for sure what's in it. You don't have to open it right now, but
Let's see what the old boy has to say.
Yikes.
okay, I'll give you a minute alone.
No, stay. It's fine. And, you want to hear this, right?
Yeah, if it's okay.
It's undated. Okay, here goes. Dear Jimmy, I have left many things unsaid in our relationship through the years. Rather than allow these unspoken thoughts to die with me, I've chosen to record them here for you. I hope you will take my words in the spirit in which they are intended.
Pause for cereal.
New paragraph. I remember quite clearly the day you came home from the hospital. You can't imagine the joy on Mom's face. I can honestly say I never saw her happier than she was on that day. You brought a shine to her life that nothing else ever did, and I'm glad of that. New paragraph. We have not always seen eye to eye. I expect that will continue to be so in the future. However, nothing will ever change the fact that we are brothers. And though we are very different people, I want you to know how much I respect
Her
what
face.
you have made of yourself in these last few years. You have taken the opportunity I gave you in the mailroom, and you have run with it, becoming a valued member of the HHM family. For all
So it's
the
a few
problems in
years.
your past, I'm proud we share the name McGill.
It's a few years old. Wow.
I sincerely admire your energy and resilience. I used to worry about you finding a place in the world, but I'm not worried about that anymore. I'm certain now that no matter what the future may bring, you'll land on your feet, and I hope when you read this, you remember me not only as your brother, but as a person you knew was always in your corner. He signed it just Chuck. Well, say what you want. A man could write a letter.
He said he was working in the mailroom.
No, I didn't mean to make it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's a nice letter.
Yeah, it's
No,
old.
just give me a minute.
Dang.
Yikes.
She's more emotional than he is.
Kim.
Ouch.
Wow.
That was an emotional ending.
Wow, wow, wow.
Man, he has been so awake this entire time.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
But no. You're just hanging out. Nacho almost died.
That was crazy. That was like...
Sucks.
That was changing. You know? Like, I wonder how he's going to be different as a character now.
Yeah, I feel like that's gotta really affect you. I mean...
It's funny because all of the politics of it, because Gus can't let anyone know that his main goal is to consolidate all the power. Okay, you know the episode when the twins go to kill Hank?
Okay.
It was Gus who did that, remember?
What?
They wanted revenge for the killing of Tuco.
Yeah.
He gets them killed by Hank because he calls Hank and warns them.
Right.
And
He's
warns him.
always playing 40
Yeah.
chess.
And then at the end of that episode is when he calls and gets the guy he was just on the phone with killed, right? So that moment is the completion. It's the full circle of everything he's setting up here. Because what he's setting up here is now the cartel south of the border getting antsy about what's going on. That they're like, we're going to find a supplier. We're not going to be taking drugs from Mexico. You're going to be cooking them on your side of the border. Once he gets his own supplier on that side of the border, then he can start whittling down the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
The players that he is like in league with, but not really, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so he has to basically play politics and double cross them slyly, you know? And so that's why I was saying, like, for him to turn Nacho and have Nacho now be essentially a double agent for Gus, not for the Salamancas, he has to put him really... It's not just like, oh, you're on our side now, because they aren't enemies. Like, there's a partnership between the Salamancas and Gus, the Chicken Man, right? And so they have to go through all this work for him to now have someone on the inside, you know, of the Salamanca side. And I think that's like, it's wild to see all of that. What this show does is what all good prequels do, which is uplift the thing that comes after them, right? Narratively, because it makes those moments that were already satisfying and like intriguing, fundamentally change them from intriguing to culminations of their own arcs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because when all of that stuff was happening in Breaking Bad, it was Walter White's story that this was supplemental to as plot, right? That was supporting Walter White's story.
Mm-hmm.
But now it makes it that Walter White is part of a larger story that you get to see the beginning, middle, and end of.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is really, really cool, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it makes Walter White sort of the Grim Reaper of this entire operation, which is really also very cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
he blows up the whole thing.
yeah. I love it. I love it.
It's crazy.
It's great.
He literally blows up so much. I was thinking of the factory. But he also blows up Gus himself.
Yep.
And
And
Hector.
Hector.
So he just kills them all.
And think about this.
And he kills...
Technically, peripherally,
What's
he's
his
responsible
name?
for the death of the twins, too. Because...
And Gale and...
And Gale. Again, he takes down everyone.
It's crazy.
He is the Grim Reaper. He takes down everyone. he's like primarily responsible for everything, for the downfall of it all, you know?
He is the supervillain.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
And he kills all the guys that are enslaving Jesse.
Who are what? Oh, right, yeah. But they haven't come back in, but that line is tied up with Lydia and stuff, but yeah.
And he kills Lydia.
Yeah.
He just kills everyone. It's so funny. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what the whole thing with Jimmy and Kim and like her reaction and stuff. It's like he's kind of just moved on from caring.
That note is very interesting because it's very like inconsequential almost, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's something very smart about it, about the writers of it, that like, oh, you want to see what's in this note? Not much.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like platitudes, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, was that the real Chuck?
Mm-hmm.
Was the real Chuck the Chuck that isn't blinded by his bitterness?
Was the letter Chuck the real Chuck, or the Chuck that said, I never cared about you?
Right. That's it.
Like, what's the point of the letter then? Why would you write a letter like that?
But the letter is old.
I know.
So like, who is the real?
Yeah.
And it is interesting because like you find out.
I mean, he kind of went crazy at the end, so you could kind of just assume that the previous Chuck was more real.
But the end is when you find out what something truly is, though, in many respects.
But he was kind of.
The end is when things are revealed, right?
But he was so addled and like
mentally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was almost schizophrenic in a way. Like.
True. No. Again, these are the nuances of this question.
It's weird.
Because the end is when you leave things a certain way, that almost determines the feeling of what they are at the very least. You know what I mean? Or the measure of what they are. You know, if something starts out really well but ends badly, that's why people say all is well that ends well, right? Because the idea of something that comes to an end in a good way, you know what I mean, kind of shifts the tone of everything that came before it, right? And
I feel like they kind of didn't explain, like they're not explaining a lot with Kim yet. Like,
yeah, what's going on in her brain?
Yeah, like
Right.
when she was looking around at all the models, I thought she was thinking about, oh wow, this is going to be a lot of money for me. Like, whoa, like for the future.
I don't know if that's what it was.
That's what for some reason was in my brain, but yeah, I don't know if that's what it was either.
I think it was like, what am I getting myself into? Is this really who I am?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a crossroads sort of thing. Like, and then she goes and she looks at the cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that she likes what Jimmy does. She likes his sort of clandestine actions and like because she's gone along with his cons before.
She doesn't know if she wants to like work for the man.
Maybe she likes the freedom. I mean, like looking at the cowboy.
Like a giant.
Yeah, she's like, wait, like the Wild West, you know?
Like a giant corporation.
Yeah. Do I want to be like a cog in this machine? I don't know. Do I want to end up like Chuck?
I don't know.
Is like what Chuck wanted, was that what I want? I don't know.
Well, clearly his death is affecting her more than Jimmy.
I think Jimmy just isn't letting it show.
Yeah. I mean, it's affecting him subliminally. And he's going around doing petty theft and like...
Yeah, I wonder who that guy was.
Some rando
that was fun though.
Is connected to the vet. But
yeah.
I think we should watch the next one.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, if you want to watch the next one with us right now, you can get it over on our Patreon, including full-length uncut reactions. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment letting us know what you thought. And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you then.